So welcome everybody to your typical 1L classroom. This is where you'll spend a good amount of time your first year and have a lot of laughs and a lot of groans probably.
Yeah.
But a little bit about the 1L class. So most classes at Vanderbilt each year is 180 students, and that's divided into 3 sections your first year, A, B, and C, of about 60 kids. You spend the entire year with, fall and spring semester. Your first year is pretty set out in stone for you with the typical 1L classes, property, crim, things like that. But in the spring semester, you do get one elective, which I chose as corporations. Then Abby chose as not corporations at all. She chose constitutional law.
Same here.
Right, which is a good old time.
Yeah.
And so, but again, you're with those same students for the entire year. Which is really, really nice because you get to know those 60 students and become kind of a community where you're okay with getting called out in front of them because you know them, because they know you, things like that.
Yeah, you're a lot more comfortable with them by the end of the year.
Yeah, but after your 1L year, you're really allowed to, go into different areas of law as you see fit. There are no really structured majors per se your second and third year, but there are a variety of classes that you can build your own major, kind of. Like I really want to do corporate law, and so I've set my schedule up accordingly.
Yeah, and so to kind of expound on that, it's kind of like a pick your adventure after your first year. You could specialize, or you could get as wide-ranging and diverse as you can. He's going to be a corporate transactional guy. She's going to do a litigation-focused. I'm focusing on an area of healthcare, and we could seek out all those little pockets based on the professors that are here, based on the curriculum that's offered, and that's like a really great way to learn. You don't feel like you are bound by requirements on requirements, and you can just kind of learn what you think will be useful for you in practice. And I feel like that's a great way to learn, and that makes classes more enjoyable because you're taking what you want, right?
Yeah.
You're taking what interests you.
But a little bit more on the class structure. So most classes, especially your 1L classes, are done in the Socratic method, where you're called randomly to answer a question in class, which is not nearly as scary as it sounds because, again, your first year, you're with the same people all the time. And so I'll let Abby tell her little story about hers.
Cold calls are fun. They're kind of dramatic, and I like that about them. And basically, at every law school, you're going to be cold called, and that's a great way to learn.
Yes.
And since you're going to be cold called everywhere, you want to be at a school where, my first cold call, I did not do super well, and I had 2 different people on either side of me write a note that said, you did great, after my first one. And that happens all the time. Even 2L year, when it's not my section that I know really well, I had a really long cold call in a class last week, and I had 6 different students come up and tell me after class that I did a great job.
Yeah.
And so it fosters an atmosphere of support.
And see, that's so funny because my first cold call, I thought I did really well. It was in this classroom, contract. I was like, yes, nailed it. And somebody next to me slides me a note that says, that question was terrible. Don't get it next time. And I was like, dang, what?
But either way, everyone is very supportive.
And the point there is, I redeemed myself the rest of the year. Great.
And so we come into class so excited because we have to hang out with our friends, we have to hang out with people we like, and we also get something out of it, and I think that's great.
Yeah. But I've spent enough time in these classrooms. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, no more than we need to.
All right, so for outside the classroom, which we literally are right now, we're about 10 steps away from where we were. We have a ton of opportunities for ways to get involved in the school. So our student organizations are basically divided into 3 different categories. So we have career-based student organizations, so like Entertainment Law Society, Criminal Law Society, where you can get together with other students who want to practice in those same areas as you, or if you just want to learn a little bit more about what they do if you're not sure what you want to do. So those are some of the organizations that bring in the lunchtime speakers to talk about their field, or you have happy hours with alumni who work in that field.
And network.
Yeah, and network in that field. So we have a ton of those different organizations, and if we don't have one, you can always start one. Last year they started an education law society, and they already have had multiple speakers and have had different discussion groups on articles that are cutting edge in that area. We also have just fun organization groups to make friends that like doing things that you like to do. So we've got an a cappella group called Head Notes.
We got a comedy club.
Comedy club
Port
called
Jesters.
Port Jesters. We have a running club, we have a soccer club for people to just go out and play every week. So that's a great way to make friends who have similar interests to you. And then our third category is affinity groups. So like Jewish Law Students Association, Black Law Students Association, and those are also great ways to connect with people.
Yeah, and it offers a great support system and another way to kind of go through the law school experience together and have a lot of fun. I mean, Bolsa does a great trivia night. Apolsa does a great trivia night.
Yeah.
We share food, we share culture. La Alianza hosts Blackacre, and we'll do potlucks, cultural potlucks. It makes it feel more like family, makes it feel more welcoming, and those are the things that makes law school, aside from the education part, the best thing about it.
Of course. So point being, if that's something you want to do that you think is going to make your law school experience, we have that for you here. But enough about organizations. Let's go downstairs, see Main Street, talk about some more fun stuff.
So guys, it's Friday at 4, and you know what that means.
Oh, it's a Blackacre, baby.
Blackacre, baby.
Come on!
Every Friday at 4 is our weekly law school happy hour. We usually get it sponsored by a law firm or organization, and they'll bring in the food, hot chicken, barbecue, all of the national
beer,
local.
wine, and LaCroix, the essentials.
A big catered spread.
Yeah.
Right
here on Main Street.
On Blackacre. When the weather's nice, we like to go outside,
hang out in the courtyard.
Dogs are welcome. We love
Lots
our
of dogs.
VLS animals. They invade this place and make it their home. It's pretty awesome to see.
But you know, it's just a good way to unwind.
I agree.
You know, it's been a hard week. It's Friday afternoon. You guys all get to hang out and celebrate. And the work paid off.
Yeah, and you get to check in with people that you don't get to see because
hang out with people outside your section. I mean, I remember 1L year sitting out here for 4 hours at the end of a Friday, hanging out with people like Matt, who was in a different section than me that I didn't normally see. And it was a great way to make friends, connect with people.
Okay, guys, so that's the law school. We're really glad that you guys got to come and tour the school with us. And, you know, we wanted to end by telling you why we chose to come here, why we really enjoy where we are. I know for me, I cared about finding an environment that was about more than, you know, beating the kid next to you in class. I wanted somewhere where 3 years could be enjoyable, not miserable, and somewhere also that could get me where I wanted to go. And I definitely found that at Vanderbilt.
Yeah. I mean, I chose Vanderbilt because of the people and also the environment. I felt like I was going to get challenged the right way. It was going to be a place where I was able to learn, grow, and figure out what I wanted to do and not feel like I had to know exactly what I wanted to do off the bat. I could take time to explore that, and this was the environment to do it. I think that has helped me grow as a lawyer tenfold than if I went any other place. So,
Yeah, I chose it here because it felt like the perfect balance to me. I knew that Vanderbilt could get me anywhere that I wanted to go career-wise, but I also knew that it was a place where I was going to be happy for 3 years. And I can say very confidently that has been true tenfold. I have loved it here. I've loved the people here. I've loved the professors. And it just was an environment where I knew that I was going to be supported and have been supported. And it's small, and I've been able to get involved in whatever I want to be involved in and get to really know the people and know the faculty and have a legal education that feels just like that, like an education that is a full experience.
Yeah, we're really bummed that we have to go graduate and leave this video. Thanks for tuning in.
Been a pleasure.
We'll see you in the fall.